channel. If you're new here, my name is Vicki, and I'm glad that you stopped by, and I hope you decide to stay a while and hit that subscribe button. Today, I just wanted to share some Christmas memories and traditions that I've had in my life, and I would love to know in the comments below some of the traditions and memories that you have in your life. Starting out as a little girl, I've shared with you all that my father was a coal miner, and at times he had great jobs and made really good money, and we had everything we wanted. Sometimes there was no work and mines would be closed down, or he would be hurt and there might not be as much money to go around. But I remember 2 or 3 specific Christmases that I wanted to share with you all. One Christmas that I remember was when we lived in Florida, and I was 5 years old, and my father actually worked in construction then, and I remember wanting a Barbie doll house so bad. And that Christmas I got a Barbie doll house, and I remember that so much, and just being so excited to have that. And I remember it had an elevator and it had a swimming pool and all those things. And then, if you hear any noise in the background, my husband's feeding the cat. I wanted him to do a segment with me, but he's tired, he said, so I'm just going to share some of mine. So then, that was one Christmas that I remember. Another Christmas is when, and I don't know if I've shared with you all before or not, but my mother that just recently moved back home here where we live, my mother and father, she took care of 3 of my grandparents until they passed away. Her parents, my maternal grandparents, and her father-in-law, my paternal grandfather. And she took care of them while raising us kids. And there was one Christmas, and I remember we have a really large family, an extended family. My dad had a lot of siblings and nieces and nephews. And I remember one Christmas, my dad was like, he wanted to fix everyone a fruit basket and candy and all of that. And I remember, I can still visualize it in my head, my dad and mom's dining room having little brown paper bags all over the floor, and him putting the different fruits in each one, and candies and nuts and apples and oranges and candy canes, I think, and going around, and he had them in boxes, like one for each person in that family. He would give them a box that had them in it. That was a real special Christmas. I think that Christmas, and we only were there, we moved out of that house when I was in 7th grade. So I was still pretty young, so probably 12 or 13. And that Christmas, I think I really learned a lot. I learned that it was better to give than to receive, and that it was better to do for others, and what it really meant, Christmas really meant. And that was really special, and I'll never ever forget that as long as I live. And then I remember a Christmas, probably maybe, and this just goes to show you how things are, that Christmas my dad was making a really good living in the coal mines. And it seemed like maybe the next year we had moved, and maybe not making as much. And I remember that Christmas I got a bottle of perfume. It was called Charlie, and I remember that it was a very popular perfume back in the late 70s, early 80s. And leave in the comments below if you remember that perfume. But I remember getting that bottle of perfume for Christmas. That's all I got. I don't remember being sad. I don't remember feeling upset or angry or mad that I didn't get more. I felt empathetic to my parents that was all that they could afford to get me that year. And I'm not saying this to make anyone feel bad. It's just that I think we can all learn lessons from this, that the things that mean a lot to a child, yeah, they love the toys and things, but spending time with them, actually playing with them, showing them how to be a servitude or a servant's heart, having a servant's heart. You can do that from a very young age. You don't have to wait to be an adult to understand that. My granddaughter is 3, and she does things all the time that is just so loving and thoughtful and kind, and she has a servant's heart. And it says in the Bible, when you enter into the kingdom of heaven to come as a child, And I think that's what that means, a lot of that. And I don't profess to be a preacher. I don't know the Bible verbatim. But I do know that we have a heart, and if you follow your heart and do things, that you can't go wrong, because God speaks to us and He speaks to our hearts. But anyway, those are the 3 Christmases that really stand out in my mind. And like I said, I remember that last Christmas as being sad for my parents. I didn't want them to feel sad that that's all I got for Christmas. And I worried about my younger siblings feeling like that was all, because they were younger than I was. But I don't remember any of us. And I was from a family of 5 kids. I don't remember any of us being upset or sad or anything. And I'm so thankful for the way that my parents raised me. My mom was always very busy taking care of my grandparents, but she always showed love to us. She was very selfless, and she showed that every day. And I thank God for the blessings and the things that she showed me, because it's the things that are important in life. And I'm so thankful for my daddy, that he taught us growing up how to talk to other people and to treat other people, and what was really important in life. He always told us that we're no better than anyone else, but that no one else is better than we are. And I always felt really confident in myself, because I was taught that all the time and shown that I was a child of God, and that God made me in His image, and that I was special. And I really feel like we all are that way. But we just got back from my husband's Christmas party for his office, and I was dressed up. And, there's a lot of times that I don't do my makeup. I don't have my hair fixed, which I still don't. I just put it on top of my head after I got back. And, I'm not dressed up or anything. And I thought, well, let's just do a little segment, of holiday traditions and memories. And my husband's like, he's already in his pajamas. He was tired. And I thought, well, I'm going to share a few of them little stories. So some of the traditions now that I want to share with you all as we were raising our family is we did not put gifts under the tree, or Santa didn't come until Christmas morning. There were never gifts under our Christmas tree. We always waited for Santa to come the next morning. And on Christmas Day, our kids would all get up at different times, and they'd wake the other ones up and say, Santa's came, and they'd come and wake me and their dad up. And we would come and see that Santa had came, and we'd start our video camera. We'd set it up the night before to capture them all on film. And if I can, I'll try to insert some footage or pictures. They were so sweet and kind and so excited for each other, and it was just such a special time. It was such a special time. If you've got young kids right now, please take time to set up the video camera and take pictures, because you will forget, and those memories are priceless. And they were just all so precious and sweet. And we would spend the whole day at Christmas at home. We didn't go anywhere for Christmas. I always cooked dinner at home. And we spent the day letting the kids play, because I wanted them to enjoy their toys. And on Christmas Eve, we always went to my in-laws' house. My parents lived in Tennessee then when we had kids. And we always went to my in-laws' house, and all of our family was together there, and we would spend the evening together and play games, and we would make up little silly games to play. And most of the presents for the adults were made homemade type gifts, like ornaments. I remember a set of coasters my sister-in-law made one year, Beth, that I still have and use them all the time. That's probably been 20 years ago. One year I made homemade candy, each person's favorite homemade candy for them. It does not take a lot for a gift. So I think that's why God led me to film this. I don't want people to get so caught up in the Christmas holiday season that you're stressing over not having the perfect gift or spending enough money or enough amount of money on someone that you can't feel like you're doing it justice. Do it with your heart. Make something or buy something or spend time with someone. And you can't go wrong with that. You'll never go wrong with that. And like I said in my videos, the secret ingredient is always love. And if you do it, and you do it with a joyful heart and love in your heart and everything, it'll be great. It'll be just great. I know my father-in-law, my late father-in-law that passed away this year, I would most of the time make a big tray of assorted candy for him and my mother-in-law, and he loved it. He loved it so good. He's really going to be missed this year. He loved the holidays. He loved being with family. He loved it when we all were together. And if you still have your parents and your family, spend time with them. Take the time. Take pictures. Make the videos. Make the memories. Like I said, it's not always about the gift. It's not always about what you're giving. And it's okay if you can afford to spend more and you want to spend more and your heart tells you that, then do it. By all means, if that's what you want to do. But if you can't, don't stress yourself out and worry about it, because those things are not what's important. Because most memories that people have of Christmas, they can't tell you what they got, but they can always tell you the way it made them feel that day or a special memory about it. I always know there's a saying that says, you may not remember what someone does to you, but you always remember how they made you feel. So I definitely believe that. But anyway, I just wanted to say a few words. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful Christmas season and a blessed season. Are you going to say something? Oh, my husband's here now. Even though he's in his pajamas. This is rare.
Gosh, I'm tired.
This is rare.
It's like 10 p.m. and 6:30 this morning. It was a long time ago. So I'd like to stay dressed up and been sweet like her, but I'm tired. But I'll share nothing sweet and sentimental like her, but a Christmas memory or two. I don't remember any Christmas presents toy-wise. But every year, being 5, 6, 7 years of preschool, I guess, first grade maybe, all I would look at in the Sears Wish book would be football uniforms. So every year, the only gift I cared about getting was a football uniform. And even though I'm the oldest of 4 siblings, at that age, well, some of them probably weren't even born, it was just really me outside playing by myself. So you get a football uniform, it's cold out, it's snow on the ground. And I'm 5 years old, I'm outside in the yard in my football uniform. I'd run out of the locker room. I would do the band myself, the Notre Dame fight song, which was our high school's fight song. And I would do that running down the yard. And then I'd play football by myself. I would throw it, catch it, run, tackle, fall. I bet cars driving by, I thought, what is that little boy doing out there? So to come full circle, I remember when Corey was about 8. So Chelsea and Courtney, he might have been 9. Chelsea and Courtney were 4 years old. They all got football uniforms. So there's a 9-year-old, 7-year-old, and 2 4-year-old twin girls out in the yard in the snow playing football. I got this on VHS tape. I don't know. Playing football, doing the same thing. I'm the fight song. I'm the announcer. I interview them before the game and after the game. And there's them 2 little 4-year-old girls out there in the snow playing football with their brothers and running around and having a big time. So that was pretty cool. So that's what I'll share.
You need to find that video so we can watch it.
That's what I'll share. I mean, obviously it wasn't about gifts. I thought I was a big superstar having a football uniform. I just loved it on TV. I don't know what's wrong with me. But, obviously it wasn't about any gifts. And then just being with family. When I got old enough to know some stuff, I was really impressed at what my parents did for us. And I wanted to make it easier for them. And then when we were parents, those were such special memories. She went all out for everything, and we did It was amazing what Christmases we had. We were very blessed. They were so appreciative, and we had big days. It was very exhausting, putting things together, putting batteries and things, playing all day. But wow, what memories. So that, I know that's not what Christmas is about, but that's the memories I wanted to share right now. It made me think while she was doing
I'll say
hers.
this too, a memory I had when Chad and I first started dating was they always went to his grandmother's on Christmas Eve, and he can maybe share some of that with you in a minute if he wants to, but I went over there the first time. It's the whole family, all the siblings, all the cousins, just about everybody was there. And we'd been dating since May, so 7 months, and I was like, I wonder if anybody will get me a gift. You know, I was only 15 people. I mean,
I was worried that too. I wanted to make sure she was treated good and got stuff.
and I remember his grandmother got me a tube of lipstick, gave me a tube of lipstick. It was so sweet. And I was like, they remembered, they got me something. They included me. It wasn't about the gift. It was like knowing that I was accepted and included in the family. So I never did forget that.
Going over there, being a little boy, I was just wanting to get it over with and get home so Santa Claus could come. And then you get older and you realize how special that was, being at my grandparents' house with all my cousins
and what it meant to them.
family. And
you know what it means to us now.
Yeah.
We're in that role.
As I got a little bit older, it meant a lot then. But as a little kid, I was like, just get this over with and get home and let Santa Claus come. But that was very special. This was my dad's side of the family, and just all the cousins there. It was a small house, but it was full and just having fun. And they do gift exchanges. I think we drew names, so I get a gift from a cousin.
I don't remember.
And then I think the highlight of the party for most people though was everybody seemed to get Grandma something. Grandma Leona.
This was
she
her.
Would open up everything.
She was always so. What's the word?
Appreciative.
But
humble,
she
sweet.
was over the top though.
Dramatic.
She would be like, "Oh, just what I wanted." If I can find a video with her on it, I'll
Everything
insert
she
it.
opened was just what she
This
needed.
was Corey, our oldest son. He was just like that. Every time he would open something at a birthday or Christmas, it'd be just what I wanted, wasn't it, Chad?
It was sweet to
It
watch
was
him
so
open
precious.
gifts. Can we go back in time just a little bit? Oh my goodness, where did it go? And I am so old and tired right now. I mean, it's just been a long day.
Can you imagine doing that at this age now?
I couldn't.
I guess that's why we have kids when we're young.
It's just the way we live is very different right now. It probably was easier in a lot of ways back then. This is
I
very
don't remember
tiring.
ever being
This
tired.
lifestyle just right now is tiring.
I don't ever remember being this tired.
And when I was young, I thought when you got old, you just have a lot of free
No.
time and slow time.
We
You'd
don't.
sit on the bench with Andy and Barney and Whittle. No, nothing like that at all. It needs to be more like that, though.
But anyway,
That's my New Year's resolution. Slow down.
sounds great to me. I'm ready to travel. All right.
Just slow down. Travel's hard work. It would be fun sometimes, though. All right, I didn't mean to crash your party. I'll go back in here and sleep.
Closing anyway.
Bye.
Well, you all heard from the boss. He had to put his 2 cents in. So I hope everyone has a blessed Christmas season and just enjoy family, friends, make memories, show love to everyone, and always put Christ first in Christmas, because that's what it's all about, is celebrating his birth, even though we don't know when the actual day is that he was born. He is our creator, and I choose to celebrate him on Christmas. God bless you all, and you have a great night. See you soon. Bye.